4K Downloader is a simple solution for downloading high quality videos from YouTube and other social media platforms for use at a later date. You can download the smallest resolutions all the way up to the 4K resolution, including 3D and 360 VR videos. Whether you want to download just the videos, an entire playlist or an entire channel, or if you would just like to do audio MP3s, this program is the one for you. Try it now for free, or if you'd like to get the personal or the pro setup, click on the link down below and continue to support this channel. Hey there and welcome to another Musician Reacts, and today we're checking out the wonderful world that is Gary Moore, and we're going to check out some Parisienne Walkways. Now, I wasn't sure if I'd done this one on the old Dave Does channel or even on the really old Musicians React. I think I may have done something else from this live performance, because I couldn't find it, but it just maybe I didn't recognise the name, but I recognised when it first started loading up on the screen. I'm thinking I've definitely seen this performance, but maybe it was just a different song. But we're gonna go check that one out. So before we get into the detail of the song, I was meant to be at work today, but we have lovely chucking it down with rain here in the UK. So as a landscape gardener, I can't do that. So I'm spending a little bit of time checking out some videos. What have we got going on? We'll cover a bit more about Gary Moore, etc. But before we get started into that one, video-wise, we are going to make sure we don't do any talking over the video. No pausing, so you can enjoy the video, I can enjoy the video. There's a few other things we'll cover off in the topic. Also, please check out the Musician Reacts and Dave Does merch store over on the Dave Does channel. Make sure you subscribe to that channel on both, so we've got reactions on both those channels. But there's this one we cover a little bit more detail, and on the Dave Does it's a bit more kind of off the cuff reactions and live performances and other bits and bobs on that one, whereas this one's more focused on the actual individual songs. So very cool. Right, so Gary Moore, we know about Gary Moore, but let's find out a little bit more about him, as I've not really dealt into him. I knew he was a Irish musician, passed away in 2011. So 1952 2011, hard rock, metal. Never really referred to him as heavy metal, although he said they referred to him as different styles. I would definitely call him hard rock. I never would have referred to him as heavy metal, although I've never heard all of his material. So if anyone out there could tell me which track you would recommend would give him the kind of style of heavy metal, I will definitely go check that one out. Moore began his career in the late 1960s, where he joined Skid Row. I don't think that's the Skid Row with Sebastian Bach. 1960 anyway, he was a gleam in his mother's eye, or his father's eye, either way. Joined Thin Lizzy. I knew about him playing a bit in Thin Lizzy. What have we got here? 1990. So we're going to throw some of this up during the actual... we're going to throw it up during some of the actual videos, some of the facts and bits and bobs. So it should be kind of cool to do that. Now, I've obviously done Over the Hills. We did that as a comparison on the Dave Does channel with Nightwish and a few other bands and a few other people that played it. So we wanted to compare the original versus the covers. That was on an original versus cover, funny enough, video. We'll throw some of this in here. Yeah, let's go throw some of this in. Now, Parisienne Walkways, let's have a look at this. It's a song by guitarist Gary Moore that reached number 8 in the UK single, so I may have heard it. May 1979, so I was 1 years old when that... 1 years old, it sounds a bit odd that way. 1 year old when that came out. Back on the Streets album. Features Thin Lizzy frontman Phil Lynott. Okay, cool. Again, we're going to throw some of this information up on the screen. It's a fairly long track for in today's standards, 9 minutes, but let's just get into it and see what this is all about. I'm going to count it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Champs-Élysées, Saint-Michel, Beaujolais wine. I recall that you were mine in those Parisian days. Looking back at the photographs, those summer days spent outside corner case. Ooh, I could write you paragraphs about my old Parisian days.
Okay, it's Gary Moore and Parisienne Walkways. Lovely track, lovely playing. So we're going to break it into two kind of parts, I guess, from my point of view. Actually, probably let's do three parts. So lyrically, there isn't much to the song lyrically. I think when I first pulled up the lyrics, not knowing the song, I thought, well, this is just a snippet of the lyrics. Where's the rest of it? Thinking it's a 9-minute song. Where's all the lyrics gone? But they were the lyrics. It's very like two little short verses. So not really anything I'm going to deep dive into. I don't think there. I think the showcasing really is on his guitar playing. So we're going to go talk about the guitar playing itself. So I thought amazing guitar player, amazingly technical, but more importantly than the technical element is his connection, his emotional playing. So he's got speed, he's got soulfulness, and I think soulfulness is the right word to use with his playing. It's more about feel rather than sort of hitting everything dead straight on. And even though he was hitting everything dead straight on, I've done a couple of Gary Moore videos where I think it was one with him playing with BB King. And it was one, again, it was very much about soulful playing rather than being really technical. It's more about the feel and how it's transitioning from section to section. So, loved it. Very, very cool. He's got an interesting technique. He spends a lot of his time kind of hunched over. I'm not sure if that's a planned playing style of how he plays it, or if it's just with the age, it's just becoming more of a back problem. So maybe that was an issue after all the years of playing guitar, that he's starting to become more hunched over. Could be. What was the other thing I was kind of thinking about here? So it's it's a fairly standard blues progression. So you straight away, as soon as you started hearing it, the bum ba dum ba ba bum. It's a basic standard blues chord progression. And the reason it sounds familiar is it's used in a lot of bands. So the one that kind of straight away it came to me was When I Said I Needed You by Dusty Springfield. When I said I needed you, you would say I'm always there. It's exactly the same chord progression as what's used in Parisienne Walkways. So it's not a case of plagiarism or anything like that. It's a standardized blues chord progression, so you can't borrow something that is that basically everyone uses. So really the focus is less on the actual chord progression itself, but more about his playing and what he's doing. It's all about the solo playing. The drums and bass did a great job of just holding that back line together to enable him to focus on what he wants to do, which is showcasing his talent. And getting a real kind of soulful performance across to the audience. So great track, definitely a song you can kind of just vibe out to, just chill, listen and enjoy, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, if you like this video, please do subscribe, hit the bell icon, like and share. Go check out the Dave Does channel for other videos. There's definitely, I'm sure there's one on there. I'm sure if you check the Gary Moore versus the BB King video, I'm sure I'll get some comments on that one. But remember, I'm objective in my reviews, so it's not all about saying how I love everything I hear, although I did love this one. But go check those ones out as well. Thank you very much for watching, and that, of course, is how a musician reacts.